That was Florida Senator Marco Rubio defending Rick Santorum for having a tough time naming his political accomplishments, Rubio's political accomplishments. In a recent interview, Santorum endorsed Rubio after dropping out of the race earlier this week. But as I said, there was a bit of a struggle to come up with some of the accomplishments of Marco Rubio. So we welcome the former presidential candidate, Rick Santorum, to the program now. Good morning. Good to see you this morning, Senator.
Thank you. Good to see you, Martha.
Let me start by saying, because I haven't seen you since you dropped out of the race, that you always brought a lot of substance and a lot of thought and a lot of experience to the conversation in this political race. So we thank you for that and
thank you.
Your decision.
I was always very prepared for that. I wasn't necessarily prepared to have done my case study on Marco Rubio's accomplishments. I was aware of some things, and I mentioned actually some things during that interview which seemed to have gotten glossed over that I actually did mention an accomplishment. But nevertheless, the reason I endorsed him, frankly, was because this is a man who has the right vision for the country. It's a vision that I talked about, and as someone who's prepared to be commander-in-chief. Those are the things that got me to gravitate toward Marco Rubio. He's got experience. Really, after I said we had the most experience, and I think we did. But Marco Rubio had, I always say, the second most experience. This guy who served on the Armed Services Committee, served on the it's not Armed Services, Foreign Affairs Committee, and also on the on intelligence, and has had it right. I mean, he talks about the problem of fundamentalist Islam. He is very clear about that. He's very clear about the threat that radical Islam, and he's actually talk about accomplishments, passed something to try to curb Hezbollah and put sanctions on Hezbollah. Those are the things that I'm really looking for.